This is a new character creation for a favorite game of mine, Bloodborne. I've played this game before, so I'm starting fresh. My last character was a strength Arcane build. I'm going to do a dexterity Arcane build, and that
you've come to the right place.
Ultimate weapons, or at least for me,
is the
in the long
home
run.
of blood administration.
I'm eventually
You need only unravel its
the
mystery.
Beast Hunter's Scythe or the Burial Blade.
But
Those
there's
are
an
both
outsider
later
like
game
yourself
weapons.
to begin.
The reason for Arcane instead of
Easy,
Blood build
with a bit of yarn and blood of your
for,
own. But first,
discovery early
you'll
on,
need a contract.
and maybe a little bit of an edge when using like Molotov cocktails and stuff like that, and when fighting bosses. Okay, so your origin is what's going to start your beginning stats, and I want to start out with good skill and arcane, because my initial weapon I think is going to be the cane. Low on everything. Troubled Child might be pretty good. Professional. Cruel Fate would be a good beginning. That's fine. I will do Cruel Fate. You can modify all this stuff all you want. It's pretty crazy. I'm just gonna go with what I've got here. If you decide to do, instead of a skill arcane build, a strength arcane build, which was my other character, ultimate weapon would probably be the Holy Moonlight Sword. Fantastic weapon, sort of spoils you, but it's a heavy-hitting weapon.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion.
And then if you decide to do, instead of arcane, a blood build, that's good for
whatever happens,
using
you
guns
may think it all a mere bad
and cannons. First time I played this was pretty freaky stuff. guess the blood transfusion hasn't finished yet. And these creepy guys are what's called messengers. They're actually good guys. Or, yeah, just sort of your pals. As hard as that might be to do. And we'll learn a little bit more about them later on.
Ah, you found yourself a hunter.
Alright, so if you're playing online, which I recommend, there's these little notes that you can read. They're messages left by other players, by you, and eventually you'll come across tutorials that will be telling you how to walk onto target. It'll tell you how to evade. Like this one here. Beware of water. You do start this game off with no weapons or equipment. Up ahead there is your first foe. He's a werewolf. You have to fight him hand to hand. If you die, do not feel bad. It's sort of designed that way. I am just going to go for it. All part of the dance. I've never beaten him in hand-to-hand combat. The reason why it's okay to die to him is you need to go to this place eventually. This is called the Hunter's Dream. This is where you go to buy equipment, modify your equipment, and travel from place to place once you've unlocked them. Okay, so I'm going to be a skill player. I'm going to pick the threaded cane because when the threaded cane is in its modified mode, it has probably the greatest range, but it's most adapted to using skill. Hunter's Axe is fantastic. It's what I used on my first character. It's called Bloodborne on easy mode. It is very cool though. It'll last you almost the entire game, or probably through the entire game if you want to. Saw Cleaver, standard weapon, just as good as the other ones. This is a nice intermediary between the threaded cane and the Hunter's Axe. The threaded cane is a bit more of a challenge, especially if this is the first time that if you start playing this game. You might want to go with the Saw Cleaver or Hunter Axe, but the threaded cane is fantastic too. It just requires some finesse. Firearms. This is where, if you decide to go the blood route instead of the arcane route, you'll see the most result. The Hunter's pistol fires 1 bullet. The blunderbuss fires 3. Has worse range, but it may stagger, has a greater chance of staggering an opponent that's closer to you. I'm just going to use the Hunter pistol because I don't plan on having a very high blood level. This is so I can leave messages. seeing this doll animated later on. This is where you're going to be buying your equipment. I don't have anything to buy or sell right now. These are where we're going to be accessing chalice dungeons, which are integral to the lore of the game and integral to getting advanced upgrade materials and weapons. This is the DLC access point to the Hunter's Nightmare. We can't open the chapel yet because we need to get to the first lamp. And this is where basically the insight store, there's something you earn as you meet bosses or that you can find called insight. And insight basically is your ability to see deeper into the real world that you're immersed in. And you can actually purchase things with this. Or as you play the game and your insight increases, your surroundings will modify, and we'll see more of that in future broadcasts. These headstones here will take you to different worlds or parts of the world that you are in as you open them up. Yarnum is where we started off. This headstone, we haven't opened any of these up yet, but we'll see more of them later on. Let's go back to the clinic. For the time being, I'm just going to play this to the first lantern, and then we will do another broadcast where I will be opening up the first couple shortcuts. So let's equip our equipment. Our threaded cane, that's our weapon one. You can have 2 weapons in each hand, and our pistol. And I've never looked, but we don't have anything. Okay. This is the threaded cane's basic attack move in R1. This is R2, the thrust, which is pretty devastating. L1 transforms the threaded cane into your nice crowd clearing weapon. And then our L2 fires your sidearm. And when a beast kills you, I killed him. And I got my blood vials back. These St. Elmo's fire that glow over objects or people, that's how you know there's an item to pick up. More blood vials. More quicksilver bullets. This door is locked from the other side. That will be in a future broadcast. This door, though, will pave the way for us to get to the first lantern, and then we can go straight. Now, I see a guy there on the other side of that carriage to the left. He's an axe-wielding maniac. First thing you're going to notice is everyone in this town is very hostile to you.
Cursed beast.
This device here is going to lower a ladder and take us to the first lamp. Here, in case you're wondering, is locked from the other side. There's a route to it that will be upcoming here after we light the first lamp. And we made it. So the last lamp that you awaken at from the hunter's dream is where you will keep respawning if you die in future encounters. This is the next main shortcut that I want to open up, and this guy here is our first NPC that we're going to have a little chat with before I head back to the hunter's dream real quick.
Oh, you must be a hunter, and not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This time, whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Pale
Exhaust the
blood, you
dialogue.
say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnum lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood, or so they say.
And basically that's our next goal, is to get to the Cathedral Ward.
Yarnum, normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance. Across the valley to the east, I haven't.
Dialogue is exhausted. Okay. And pretty good view. Pretty cool view up here. That actually is Cathedral Ward that we're going to try and get into. Let's go to the Hunter's Dream. To Dark Souls players, Hunter's Dream is like Firelink Shrine. And the door's open.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gairman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
And that should
This
be all
was
of it.
once a safe
Nope.
haven for hunters.
Dialogue isn't exhausted yet.
A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but You're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the dog, should it please you. This was what
Okay,
the work.
all done.
You'll
And this is where you equip your personal stuff, like your abilities, we'll say for now. You require a tool for that, and this is where you modify your equipment. You can't do too much without upgrade materials, and that's a big part of the game here, is getting the runes that you use to memorize at the memory altar, which give you your abilities or boost your stats or whatever. And then we need to get some upgrade materials. Most important thing though are these blood echoes. That's what you buy your supplies with. And I'll give you a little view of that real quick. Those items. Pebbles to throw at a selected member of a mob crowd. In this game, you do not have a shield, so you want to make things manageable and survivable. If there's 5 or 6 people, lure 1 or 2 away, deal with them, go back and get the rest, and work them down. It's a lot of finesse in this game. Molotov cocktails are exactly what they sound like. Bullets are what they are, bullets. Blood vials are more health, basically. And that's all you can buy right now, except for some clothing. I'm not going to buy any clothing because there is a hunter's outfit that we're going to find buried in Yarnum. That's it for now. I'm going to have another broadcast coming up later on where we're going to unlock the first couple shortcuts and explore Yarnum and central Yarnum and see what is available and where it is. Thanks for watching.